Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Darksiders 2. Even the game has agreed now and forced me to fast travel. So we kind of have to all be on the same page. Fast travel once you've visited an area. Don't wander through sections. Seems like she is bringing back some life to this area. And let's just play the game and have a accelerated experience. There's some very basic World of Warcraft dialogue that happens in these merchants. I can't afford any of these, can I? Because I have 12,000 gold and I was off by a factor of 10 on thinking how much things cost. Even health potions or wrath potions are not good deals. And I assume selling things to her is the same amount as selling things to the other people, but maybe not. There might be a little bit of an economy. Maybe potions would get you 200 if you sold it to her. Just walk away. So we have now leveled up to level 3, so I'd like to see if perhaps I can train with this guy and defeat him. Like, the first time we were playing him, we couldn't even do any damage to him. Now, as long as we stay a little bit faster and avoid getting hit, I think we can take him out this time. He still is a tank as far as like how much damage he takes. Okay, well, I screwed up. Apparently you have to do it in 1 health power, because as soon as I used my recovery ability, it undid everything. It is possible that there might be something over here. We found these gems that you could shoot. So I'm wondering if perhaps over in this area there is one. This is where we landed when we ended up on this planet. Nope. So where does the game want us to go map-wise? Because if it's somewhere else, maybe I could fast travel there? Seems like I can't. Seems like... The gun was glowing for a second there. I was thinking maybe the gun sensed something that I didn't. But that may have just been coming out of the map as far as an animation. Usually you hear a sound effect too with those gems, and I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything here. And it certainly is strange because I loved the sections that felt like this world in the first game. I just didn't want the whole game to be that, or most of the game to be that. Let's see. They're gonna make me do the same action twice. I doubt I'm gonna find anything new. Maybe this was designed to make you feel like, oh, you've gotten so much better at climbing and jumping, but the controls are not that tight to really make that argument. So, now that we're at this point, we're going this way to speak to Karn. We could go back this way and try and get a few collectibles, but there's no reason to do that right now. So we're riding the horse to get to this point. There's nothing in this big field, and there really should be something. It's almost as if this monster is going to become a giant monster you fight in this field later on, but I don't even believe that's the case. So let's just start at the top.
If you're really going, don't let me stop you. Exploring's a wondrous thing. You never know what you might find. For instance, should a bit of armor turn up, it's likely some misplaced some years back.
So he wants us to fetch the armor. New quest. Wow, this really does feel like it's an almost parody of RPG games.
The stone father's tears inside, fearing what would happen if they spread.
If I do as Alia asks, you'll soon find out.
Aye, and the realm will be better for it. Whether pure as rain or black as sin, the tears will end this stalemate.
It's odd how I often find you standing.
Without the tree of life, Horseman, I'm trapped here just like you. A fortunate few slipped out before the tree was lost, like Ulthane.
Ulthane is the character from the first game.
And who is Ulthane?
He's just another maker. Has a big hammer is all. When he escaped, I feared to follow. And a good thing too.
And why is that?
Well, you might still be looking for the cauldron if not for my courage and wit.
So we're gonna find Karn's helmet, and I guess we're gonna start by doing that. Why did that not react? Can explode?
Run along, Rydo. I'll rest a bit.
So not all collectibles are on the map. I suppose that's a good thing. Now, I don't believe that there would be a trick to dismounting and getting higher up. So, why is this block of road here? I guess they just wanted a little elevation. Really doesn't feel like there's anything here. So unless there's something I do to rocks later on. More and more the game just feels a little bit unfinished. Giant empty area. Walled off sections. Elements that make no sense. So when we run down here, if we can figure out anything, see again, this looks like there might be something over here. Maybe once we clear out the corruption, there will be new paths. I mean, that's a long time to wait to show the gameplay, though. Like, boy, is this dark. It's almost grayscale down here. Feels like this new version, this remastered version, has some effects on it that they could have used a little bit more polish. Although, on the other hand, I'm surprised they did anything at all, because they could, THQ Nordic could have easily just continued to sell the old game and make some money and work on Darksiders 3. Like, they wouldn't have been the first company to say, if you want the sequel, please buy the old one. We can't afford to update it. We can't afford to do anything new until then, until we get more money. This looks like some weird stingers. I wasn't expecting to fight people with this dark coverage. This strange way of things looking. These stingers don't die easy enough. It looks like the stinger hives expel more stingers, and that's gonna be a slight problem. Now, there were some creatures like this in the first game. I think. Didn't you just jump up and like grab them and rip their wings off? Yeah, because there was these air combos that they wanted you to do in some of the challenge rooms in the first game with creatures like this. Now I suppose is as good a time as any to try and grind. If we can get to level 5, we can use some of those extra things we had that we've been given. I'm not sure what the level system here is. Is 50 a max level? Is 100 a max level? Is there no max level really? I would really pity somebody that played this game more than twice in a row. Although, to be fair, I very possibly might be the person who is going to end up playing this game more than twice. Because I don't think the first time I played this game that I did more than one run. Maybe spend an hour or so. I vaguely recall not being as satisfied with this game and with the changes that have been made to this game compared to the first one. I don't think it's a strong enough change. Well, the change is strong, it's just the final product isn't strong. It would have had to been... It says press B to instantly kill them. Oh, I could have done that at any time apparently. Let's go ahead and kill this. And you'd get little bits of health if you did this. Like... So... Like, I'm trying to press B to kill him, and it seems like you can only do it sometimes. And this was where the Stinger Hive was, I believe. And over there, looks like there might be a path, but that's not what they want us to do right now. Over here, it seems like the corruption might get larger. I can't climb that. The very limited way in which you can climb in this game feels awkward. I don't recall having that same experience before. Let's see. Let me ask this. If I pull out my gun and shoot this, didn't think that was gonna work. Wow. Let's see. Just ever so carefully falling off the ledge, I suppose. And there's some kind of path. Let's see if we can see it on the map. It's to the Shattered Forge, which I guess maybe that's just blocked right now, so not gonna deal with it. So what am I trying to do? Like, there's no locking on to these guys. So it seems like, don't fall to my death first of all. It seems like what the case is. Now quit falling to your death. That was an awkward sequence. I would have had you approach from this direction to get your bearing to start off with. I would have had the camera zoom in on these and monsters coming, and then I would maybe even have had a cutscene where he shoots one of these and blows up people, because that's what they wanted us to do, is just stand your ground, shoot these and take out all the enemies while not letting any of them reach you. Of course, it didn't matter really if any of them did reach me. Now 10 of these charms. I imagine we'll find another Vulgrim spot not too far away. And this passage is now just open, which I imagine is open for the rest of the game. Let's take a moment to look over here. Okay. Seems like I can jump over that direction. Why is that not breaking? That I could have sworn that was the thing. I would have sworn that the gun was supposed to be breaking and shooting those. It looks like we can come back. So let's great. Great. Fast travel. Fast travel to fix bugs. Hmm. This isn't a fast travel because it gets us to this point and then we've got to run all the way back. And there's no horse in this section. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I got stuck in the wall. And it isn't giving me a fast travel point outside of this area. This is why games should not be buggy. Sure, you could make the argument that most players wouldn't have run into that bug, but I bet most players will run into some bug that is similar to that bug. And this horse is just not fast. And left trigger brings in the black bars, as if that does anything interesting. I guess that's locking onto enemies. And that these guys are back, so they didn't really save. Attempt number 2. And see, all I wanted to do was get over to this area, see if you could get into this area, and maybe we'll run into a key or something that blocks our way, and that way we can fast travel back to this section later. Seems like there's a reward here, and unless I run into something that says I can't do this, why not just do it now? Let's see. What's the swim down button? Here's a good question. Can death drown? Or can I just swim forever? Seems like I can just swim forever. Interesting. Nice storyline reason for that to be the case, since one assumes, well, I guess in this story there's really no indication that Death actually is dead already. He's just been given this name. And they certainly are going for a non-dungeon look. Seems like there's something I should be able to do, but I'm not doing it. And when we come up here, where are we? And when we look around here, where are we? So maybe the water needs to be drained?
Dust? What do you see?
It's telling me that I have to go through that, which is being blocked. So you really just can't do this part. Again, this feels like they intentionally set this up in a way so that you would run into sections you couldn't do. Which is fine, I suppose, for the fast travel. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Seems like there's something here. And there is. We'll see if that chest is still closed. Still open when we come back to this area later on. Alright. And I'm guessing that I'm not missing with these. Or at the very least, I'm gonna have to find one of these that is not so far away and try. Here's a thought. Dust, where are you gonna go? Wherever you go, I'm gonna try and shoot you. Didn't seem like that did anything either. Not that I was really expecting it to do much. At least the gate's still open. Moving on. There's this fjord, which I imagine we're not getting in that water and swimming away. There's a collectible, however. There we go. I can only look up so far, which that's crazy in itself. Like, it's limiting me to, I suppose, what Death himself comfortably could look forward and look downward towards, but it's very strange.
Hello, Fleshly. Didn't see you there.
I didn't see him there either.
Rather what? My name is Blackwood, and I am hungry. For what exactly? Only the finest stones. I have ways of attracting such morsels, but it has been centuries since any were in reach. I must wait here for my master. I will starve if someone doesn't help me. Your people stand on the brink of destruction, and you ask me to feed you? If it isn't too much trouble.
One more stupid challenge.
It will guide the stone to you, so you can bring it to me. Then I shall eat it with great pleasure, and I will reward you.
So another quest. Let's ask all the important questions.
Eat? I am not like other constructs. In my form, life has taken root. It must be fed, or it will consume me.
You'll wait.
How long have you been here? I have been gathering my strength for centuries, and my roots run deep. That is my problem. What about your master? Of him I do not speak, nor do I remember. He left eons ago. Now I am trapped here.
Okay. Find Mystic Stones. Lure Stone. So Lure Stone pairs itself with any stuck enhancement stone, drawing them to the owner's location. Shoot an enhancement stone with redemption to awaken it. The luring stone will do the rest. So now I can either shoot these. Nope. Or shoot these. Stone of Mystics. So we've got that, and we can't talk to this guy until apparently we have all of them. At least we now know what that is. Alright, so
This is no place for a horse.
I can get the horse to show up right about here, and then do that. And I guess that's what I was supposed to do. This is a bigger guy. I'd kind of like to get on the easy path so well that I can start to one-shot these guys pretty quickly. And I'd like it to increase the difficulty on me every now and then, so that I do have to continuously equip new weapons and things, but I'd prefer to never really have any real struggle with any of these characters, any of these enemies, particularly random grind characters like what we have here. Let's see. We're just in the fjord and Blackroot. We cannot fast travel to him. We could fast travel to the Shadowed Forge, which is good. I suppose we could fast travel to the Weeping Crag, and I should have done that when I got stuck. Probably should take a moment to see if we could find some other fast travel locations. Apparently there was a chest I missed, and here's the cauldron. We could go back there, although I doubt we'll find anything new. This is Drench Fort, and it's taken us longer than it probably should have to get to Drench Fort. Skill points, we haven't leveled up, but see, we are actually incredibly close. Incredibly close to getting to level 5. And once we get to level 5, we can equip this Dark Avenger item. We're picking up some garbage loot. We can also attach the Pauldron of Horseman at level 5, which is good. Some of this other stuff, though, I guess we'll have to get back into a place before a dungeon before we start seeing better bits of equipment. As far as our abilities, now we have the Lure Stone. There's only 2 more abilities and 3 more gear. This game feels like it's really fast. I don't know how you balance out getting enough skill points to even unlock one whole path here. I suppose this might be the explanation of your levels. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it says you need to be at level 20 to get to this point anyways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 16. 16 times 3 would be 78 skill points to get everything up to rank 3. I suspect heavily we won't get to 78 level 78 in one playthrough. Deaths, interesting. I have 5 deaths, and 5 of them are environmental deaths, so we know what kills me. It's the clunky interfaces. These combos are going to, as far as the leaderboard, probably say me as the only person, because I imagine it's always going to be not connected to the internet these days. Let's see, is there anything else to really say? No, it's hard to really have a critical thing to say about a game when you spend half of your 30-minute episode just walking, just wandering around. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me, give me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.